Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Brandos 2. Now in today's video what I want to do is go over the top 5 best 3-star characters in the game. Now since these characters are 3-star characters, I'm going to be taking a look at them at +5 because as 3-star characters it's a lot easier to get from summoning and obviously the pubs as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making another video going over the top 5 4-star characters as well as top 5 5-star characters as well. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click the bell icon so that you guys don't miss out on that video as well. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then hey, what are you guys doing? Go ahead and like this video. Let's go ahead and reach 50 likes in today's video. This is going to be our like goal, so let's go ahead and smash it. Let's go ahead and reach that 50 like goal in today's video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and let's get right into it. Now although I said this is a top 5 3-star character, there is actually one more character I want to include, so technically a top 6, or you could just say honorable mention, just because 3-star characters, there's a lot of good 3-star characters in the game. Obviously we've noticed in Brandos 2, 3-stars and 4-star characters are mainly the characters you are running if you don't have dupes or 5-star characters. But essentially a lot of 3-star characters are quite good to use. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of them. So coming in at number 6 or honorable mention, I actually put Emma, which a lot of people are going to be surprised with, like why the heck did I put Emma in there? Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually use Emma, but Emma does have very good ability. 2 abilities that actually stand out. The first ability over here buffs herself with and gives herself 500% increase in attack. Now obviously I don't have to be smart, or you guys don't have to be smart to know how insanely good this is going to be. However, one thing you will notice is you take one turn to buff your character up, and then if the character gets killed the next turn is GG's, I guess, because you're not going to be able to see the damage, but you're essentially going to make sure she survives. And then the next turn she's then going to deal that huge amount of damage with a normal attack. Now amazingly, Emma also has a second costume that is actually worth using as well, simply because of the knockback ability. I've already made a separate video dedicated to like knockbacks and some of the characters that are absolutely amazing, but she also gives you free SP with this ability. Now if you take a look at the SP cost of this ability, it's 2, but she gives you free SP back. And you deal 1 damage, you push the enemies back, blah blah blah. You know how knockback works in this game. This is definitely very strong, and she's one of the few characters that can knock characters to the left side, I believe, whereas with normal knockback characters you're only able to push characters backwards. So yeah, this character is actually quite unique and is actually quite useful to have. I personally don't use her just because I have a lot more characters to use. She is definitely a good character and definitely worth building. Now let's officially start the top 5 characters, or top 5 3-star characters, and I'm gonna say the number 1, 2 and 3, they're all technically, actually no, number 2 and 3 the positions are interchangeable, but number 1 is just the best 3-star character. So anyways, coming in at number 5 we have Ingrid. Now honestly, Ingrid has been a blast to use. Her damage is insane. Like I said, with 3-star characters you can get the dupes required for them, and her damage can actually be very good. Now all I can say for her is that she's able to hit 2 characters, you can see with the range, and honestly I use her to farm very hard Slime Empire. Definitely a character that is definitely worth building if you guys want to be able to farm Slime Empire. So that is Ingrid. I don't really have to say too much about this character, honestly. Just her damage is quite good for a 3-star character. Now coming in at number 4 we have Carlson, and I believe Carlson, yeah, there he is. So I actually don't use Carlson. I can already see how good this character is going to be, even though I technically do not use this character. Now if you go over to here, you can see that this character is able to decrease incoming physical damage by 65% for 4 turns. Now the issue of this, obviously no taunting, and is only physical damage that it can decrease the incoming damage. Now I believe early on in story Carlson is one of those characters you use, and then later on you want to transition to a character with magical defense or magical physical damage resistance. But this character is definitely worth building as you're trying to progress early on in the game, trying to have a tanky unit this is definitely the character worth using. I didn't use this character because I just tried to kill the enemies within the 1 to 2 turns, so I don't really necessarily need tanking. I've just been trying to out DPS everything. But Kal'Tsin is definitely a character worth using. You can also use him in PvE as well, PvP, sorry. This, if you position him appropriately, able to tank physical damage, so a very good character. Now, coming in at number 3, we have Maria. The main reason why I put Maria at number 3 is simply because as a magical character, there's a lot less DPS magical characters that are 3-star characters. A lot of the magical characters are 5 stars, but obviously you require deeps for them. And Maria's ability can actually hit quite hard. Now look at this. Look at the percentage value as well. SP requirement is 4, but honestly, if you're building a magical team, Maria is one of those characters that you'll slot in, and as a 3-star character, it is actually pretty insane how much her DPS can be. She is a road target character, but her damage is actually quite nice, and that is why Maria is at number 3. Now, coming in at number 2, we're coming into the big dogs, the characters that you'll be using most of the time, and that is Wiggle. Wiggle number 2. I honestly don't know what to say. Wiggle is just absolutely busted currently right now. For DPS damage, Wiggle can actually output a lot of damage. Now, there is 2 questions for Wiggle as well, where you are able to also do like DOT with this, but with this other ability, it's a free cost, actually quite good. So free cost but able to deal a huge amount of damage. What else do you require for this character? Look at the percentage value. Wiggle is insanely important when you're farming as well, trying to complete content as well. Most of the time I find it's, if I don't have Wiggle available, I find it very hard to actually beat stages, because Wiggle is just simply important for that DPS. He is a self-destructing character, so the moment he uses the ability, he technically dies, but if you're able to position him appropriately, that when he does his DPS, it's just going to help you guys a lot. And yeah, Wiggle is just insanely amazing. Now, coming in at number 1, like I mentioned at the start or during the middle part of this video, I said the 2nd place and 3rd place are interchangeable a bit, but I honestly think Wiggle is still the 2nd best 3-star character. Now, coming in at number 1, obviously it is Aranus. Like, what else can I say? If you guys are building a physical team and you just want to increase your crit rate, Aranus is literally the character you will be using. Now, let's take a look at what happens to Aranus at +5. SP requirement goes down to 2, so simple, able to slot her into any team. The attack buff she provides is 70%. Can you imagine a 3-star character buffing characters damage by 70%? That is absolutely insane, and for 6 turns as well. So you basically just use the skill once and you forget her. And she also has the ability to increase crit rate by 30% for 6 turns. What else can I say? This buffing capability is simply important, and if you are a free-to-play player, more than likely you are using this character as you're using your physical team. I personally have been using this character since the start of the game, and I'll continue to use her until physical team has a better supportive character. Right now the magic team got a better supportive character to use, but physical has this unit, and honestly, even if they release a 5-star buffer character for physical team, it probably will be a lot easier just to keep using Aranus, simply because she's a 3-star character, easier to get dupes for her as well. So yeah, that is it with the top 5/6 best 3-star characters in the game. Like I said, there is a bunch of other good 3-star characters that I haven't actually mentioned that I actually did use before. For example, Beatrice. Where is Beatrice? If I can find her. Beatrice is actually quite good as well. Her damage is quite nice as well. Definitely worth building. Fred is also decent. I feel like the only issue is that his knockback only deals 50% of damage, max HP, which is not as good because many of the other knockback characters can deal 100%. The SP requirement is also just 1, so that's actually quite nice. Acquire full SP. So Fred is over here is actually quite decent. But yeah, those are all the 3-star characters that are worth building in my opinion. Tell me down in the comment section what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Don't forget to hit that 50 like goal in today's video. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Stay tuned for my next video where I will be going over the top 5 4-star characters. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.